Following the development of tiny concert hall Quonset hut, I began to reflect on even less expensive models which would have similar qualities. This led me to the tension fabric structure model of the tiny concert hall. A tension fabric building is very similar to a Quonset hut. However, it has a steel frame which is covered by either canvas or a modern plastic-based fabric. Tension fabric structures are very inexpensive compared to steel structures, and they feature wonderful lighting during the day when the natural light comes through the fabric. They also offer wonderful acoustic properties. According to one manufacturer, tension fabric structures are extremely quiet. That is, they dampen most sound. I'm glad that I looked at the definition of good acoustic qualities. I'm sure that a tiny concert hall, which dampens sound, might be ideal for certain types of instruments, such as the tuba. Let's find out more information about a tiny concert hall made out of tension fabric. Let's start with an 18-foot by 26-foot tension fabric structure. This grid has a scale of 1/2 inch equals 2 feet. Here's a 1/2 inch. This represents 2 feet. This grid is 18 feet by 26 feet in size. Unlike the Quonset hut, the tension fabric structure can have straight sides with a curved ceiling. This is really ideal because there's no wasted space on the sides. I've placed the main entrance on one end of the tension fabric building and emergency exits on the opposite end and the sides. Here's the stage. It's 18 feet by 14 feet, a little bit over half of the building. The stage is large enough to accommodate a very small chamber orchestra, perhaps suitable for playing Mozart. Here's the audience. The audience section is just large enough to accommodate 40 people. There are 5 chairs in each row on either side of the main entrance. Each row is spaced by 3 feet, allowing space for the chair and an aisle. Here's the inside of the tension fabric structure. Notice the vaulted ceiling. I've placed a grid over the structure so it's more obvious what the dimensions are of the rounded ceiling and the straight sides. Here's the outside view. It includes the double doors with decorative windows on top. On the side, we have the emergency exit cut into the fabric. The finished view shows the lovely fabric exterior, either canvas or plastic-based fabric, with the door and a rounded window above the door. And here's the side view. This tiny concert hall has a capacity of approximately 40 audience members and 38 musicians. This has been brought to you by Big Print Music and the Big Print Conducting Method.